toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on another SEC rival, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Vols will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pop.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Back to pass on second down. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides the back on the option to give. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Rides the back and leaves it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Trying to set up the screen. Breaks the tackle.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. And the timing just a hair off.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And it slips just inside that right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
The Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for space, it's Thomas. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Vols are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And the Volunteers will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. So they've put up some early points, and now turning it on! He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky. Quick strike touchdown. Comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
Man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here is the Tennessee offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They came out hot on this drive, one play and already near midfield. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Intercepted, big play, stop the drive.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Right on target this time. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
It's complete on the right side. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They'll run the sneak for it. Got enough for the first down and wants more.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The RPO fired complete to the left. And he gets back on top of it and averts disaster.
catch a break. The wide receiver, you could tell, man, trying to fight for extra yards after the catch. Coughs it up, but what do you know? Bounces right back to him, and he says, yes, please, I will take that.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Out of the backfield, he's open. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the third possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical third down, forcing an incompletion.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And the ball's in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Vols decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The give from the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
From the 47-yard line on first and 10. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ball. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll have to get it to the 37 on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Quickly to the tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Here comes the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
And the Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
This is a good example of spacing in the passing game. You get the ball to your receiver quickly and just give him a little bit of space so that he has the ability to turn around and make a guy miss, then go get extra yards.
And the Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
The Volunteers are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
The Vols can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll send the tight end in motion. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
And the Volunteers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes him, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. To the air, it's Aguilar. This time it's complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. This is now a 7-point game.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. The inside handoff. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Reads it, fires complete. Oh, what a move to get room. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Wildcats! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here is the Tennessee offense. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Looking left. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And the Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Here's a heat. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Caught on the outside. It's Matthews. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Great timing there on that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
The Volunteers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Aguilar. Got his man. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
The Vols are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Under fire. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Staley. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action. They're working that left side. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Picks up 9. That's a 1st down for the offense.
And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. With the catch, it's Staley. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Rushes on him. Oh, he's got a chance. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the Vols had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll leave it with him. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And this offense has put a nice drive together. I don't mind the run on 2nd down. We're not in a hurry. We actually want to use a lot of this clock, but more importantly, we want to punch this in the end zone. We want to cut into this lead, gain some momentum. We've struggled this first half, but we can end on a high note.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not against this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's already put one 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Going to the ground. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick release on the RPO.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gives it on the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Handoff from the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Caught over the middle. It's Staley. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Volunteers will line up to punt it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, and settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. If I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Little touch pass to the receiver. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. They just keep firing. Bringing the heat. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Kentucky sends out the punting unit.
On to punt it away.
Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Pocket breaking down. Lets it fly. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Snagged in the middle. It's Jefferson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time on target. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Volunteers with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Looking for a deep man. He's got it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to...
Touchdown, Volunteers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. An 84-yard drive there, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Get it out on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Wildcats come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got him. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. That last catch puts him over 150 yards receiving on the day.
Reese, this defense has no answer for this guy. And it doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's run or who's been covering him. They just can't stop him.
Looking downfield on first down. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll run play action. He's got an open man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Unloads quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Second down coming up. Using his legs, it's Thomas. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Vols started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got it in the middle, it's Staley. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a drive there of 82 yards, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. This time they'll go to the running game. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a young one.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, to the next, to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Going to swing it on second down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Yeah, these slant routes, you throw them quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time, he gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
They kick it away on fourth down. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They closed the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Volunteers in a good spot here with second and short. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
That's caught. It's Matthews. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Second down coming up.
The Vols can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. He's going to run it. Gets the first himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Volunteers will have it 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
And the Vols line it up with a 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Vols! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Right on the money. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Finds his target down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. So here is the Tennessee offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
I love running the angle route, whether it's on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd round. It's a really good route. It's a safe route. Just takes a little bit of timing over the middle of the field. But, hey, again, getting it to a playmaker in space, always winning.
Wants to throw it. He's got his man.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Volunteers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the tight end. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that 1st down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
Finds his big tight end. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking. It's harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
Back to throw. It's Aguilar. Plucks it out of the air. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Unleashes to the end zone. And that ball is in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
And he missed it. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. On the ground, it's Thomas. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
And the Volunteers send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finds a hole, and he'll pick up 6 out to the 8-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Off the RPO, complete. Turning it on. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
He'll keep it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
On the ground with the counter. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. They'll stop him short on third down, in this defense trying to make sure they stay on top.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north, but the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And this senior really has command of the entire attack right now. The aerial attack has been precise. They put up big numbers. They put points on the board. It has just been superb.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Vols with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, the inside give. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
The Volunteers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. To the air, it's Aguilar. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Nestles it in at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Using the quick game. At the 35, he's got room. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. And this is sort of like a pinball machine. The numbers keep ticking up. He's closing in on 450 yards.
Yeah, Reese, and there's no defense for perfect throws, and that's what this guy's been delivering all game long. You know, the coverage hasn't always been awful, but this guy just finds a way to thread the needle.
Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The Vols will punt this one away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Handoff to the single back. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Fights off a defender. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Looking for a crease, it's McGowan. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
It's good. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here is the Tennessee offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He stopped him behind the line of scrimmage, tried to break out the spin move, and still couldn't get loose. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. On the run, it's Thomas. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. Gets it out quickly. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
And the Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Missed the connection on 2nd. Now looking at a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Gain of
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the fourth.
That makes the score Tennessee 31, Kentucky 30.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Handoff to the lone back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Wildcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Surging forward on the sneak.
Yeah, no mystery there. Third down, just let the quarterback keep it himself. How about the push up front by the offensive line to help get that first?
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. Makes his man miss. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Right down the middle. He makes a catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Catch in the middle. It's long. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He wants to throw it again. Caught close to the marker. It's long. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, I got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Kentucky.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Just drives it between the uprights. They have grabbed the lead in the waning seconds of the game, and they are so close to victory. That last field goal looks like the game winner if they can keep them from getting in field goal range here right at the end. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.